Hey guys, it's Javs on Twitch, PogChamp. Yeah, Path of Exile. Let's do it. So it looks like 3.4.3 patch notes are out, but they haven't actually updated it to 3.4.3 yet. So I did look a little bit over it. There's a bunch of like Delve bug fixes and things. So that's good news, because we found still more bugs during my last stream. I did make a couple forum posts, but it's kind of hard to tell with like all of the stuff in the forums whether or not, you know, that's already been recorded or not. It's just like so hard to... I don't know who is looking through the forums to try to figure out like what's been fixed or not yet, but it's like very difficult to do it that way. Try to keep track of everything that way. Oh, I played a little off stream and made like 14 chaos. It was like an hour worth of time, I think. So we'll reset for today. So we're up to 248 chaos. Easy. So I'll put some new stuff in today too. I also wanted to see, like, I just grabbed a phasing jewel for like I think I spent a chisel or something just to mess around with it. I don't think I can use it with totems, but if I end up doing like a Pathfinder build who won't be phasing by default all the time, I can just pop this in and then I will be pretty much phasing by default all the time. It's like a pretty easy way to get phasing. I may look for a better one eventually. So I'm just gonna stick that in here for now.
Another day.
I guess we'll check out the dailies. Am I running everything here?
God bless you on this fine day.
Do we want to go? Where is he? Oh. Defend the relic. This is the one where we don't know how long it takes because there's no time limit. I don't know why they have two different Defend the Relic missions. One that shows the time limit and one that doesn't. It's still only monster level 64. We have a level L right now. Level 6, I think. Getting there, we're very close to 7. Be there soon. Next few missions.
Another day in damnation.
Tell him Moana.
And then I can bring all the masters
Tell
into
him
my
Moana.
hideout, which is very convenient. Phasing is pretty helpful for the Haku missions.
It is good to see you.
Just run through everything.
You have a question? Come to me, exile.
What am I doing? Corpses?
You have a question?
Katarina takes way more XP than
You want something?
Orion and Haku.
You
Same
there.
thing with
A
Rishi.
moment of your...
Plus his missions are kind of BS. Keep the target alive? Yeah. Right. It's not gonna happen. Nice. Somehow the RNG was on my side.
You want something?
Okay. Well, alright. Okay. Not worth anything. I guess I just need another one. Chaos. Alright, just a little quick organization. So let's see, I'm my atlas looks like this now. We got 25 complete. There's some that I haven't found yet. I did actually start doing some of these as well. Which other one has... I don't think that's the one. This one's unknown, so we can't even tell yet. Arakali. I don't know which divine vessels we need. I think we want to do Solaris. Wait, which one is it? Lunaris and Solaris. And then also Aruka. I haven't seen any of those yet, actually. I did the 1-2 single Solaris one we did. Or Lunaris, I'm sorry. We did one Lunaris one. Which was, it was like the Arachnic Nest, I think. Or Spider Lair. I think it was Spider Lair. So the next one is, there's a bunch of random ones. We could do them all, I mean, you can switch your things when you're out of battle, but not the most efficient use of Divine Vessels. I only see, like, I don't see any, I only see this one. There's one here that we don't know about yet. There's one here, but none of those are the ones we want yet. I guess we have to keep running. What's up, VPR? PogChamp. PogChamp indeed. Let's see, I've done all tier 1s. Tier 2 I'm missing just this one. We could buy it, I guess. Tier 3 I'm missing a ton. Tier 4. Tier 5s. We've done a few. Tier 6. Fields. Tier 7. We have a Ramparts, but I wanted to get a Regal. Yeah, I don't have a Regal for this. Because it has Zana's blessing on it, basically. But I have to run these maps as rares, otherwise I won't get the completion bonus. And then Gardens. We could run it unidentified, I guess. A little risky. So I might run this one first. It's like a warm-up. I also want to check. Yeah, we're not quite full yet on that. Okay. We were typing in Discord while taking a dump. Too much information, bro. But it's cool. I guess having access to Discord at all times is a good thing, right? We're gonna get our next jewel socket here, but I need to grab a jewel when we get back to town. I have picked up the currency. I did this one unidentified, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, it's enfeeble. Obviously. Because I have enfeeble in my head. That just weakens me. I have damage. Oh, we have a Zana.
Still sane, Exile.
Weakening the damage of totems is fine. Except for, I guess, boss battles. We're already overkill on map clearing. So many of these Shaper portals. There's also nothing down here. Alright. Which of these god buffs should we use? God buffs? You're talking about the Pantheon? I'm using... I kind of default to Lunaris. Because it's good for mapping. But I would say if you're going into a tough boss battle fight, you might switch to Solaris for the reduction. Solaris gives you like the damage reduction when you're only fighting one enemy, which is great against bosses. Lunaris is good for mapping because you get reduction for each nearby enemy, and then you also get movement speed as well. So you're faster when more enemies are around. I mean, you could potentially do, you know, prevent some stuns and frozen stuff if you're weak to that, but usually you just want to run like a freeze flask. And then this one is damage over time, I guess if you're, I wonder if this counts as darkness. Reduced damage taken from damage over time. Because darkness is like a damage over time. I don't know if this works for damage or for the darkness or not. If this works for the darkness, then it might be okay to use this for delve runs. And also gives you the 50% increased recovery rate of life and energy shield if you stop taking damage. So that means once you get back into the light, you'll go back up quicker. The rest of them don't really work out so much for the darkness, but you can still get some gas resistance. And then this stuff down here is like whatever. I think I'm using this one right now because it's got evade. And we don't have like a ton of armor or anything. I think I went with this one because I want to try to get the increased movement speed. Because that's also good for delving and mapping. Totems won't have any issue with reflex, so you can ignore that one. Reduce fire damage while moving. Doesn't help that much. This one's better if you have like the chest piece that keeps you ignited all the time. This is while stationary, so I probably wouldn't use that because you're never going to be stationary using totems. This one could be another one to use. This is my other favorite minor one. This is the one where you get reduced physical damage reduction if you take a hit. So if you take a bunch of hits in a row, then you have a bunch. But generally you won't be taking that many hits in a row because you have Immortal Call. So I don't know if this is as good. The minor ones are all pretty bad, just to be honest with you. Life Flasks gain more charges, I guess, could be okay. Reduce physical damage over time taking and bleeding. This is basically just bleed protection. If you don't have a bleed flask, I would say use this one, but you probably should get a bleed flask. And then this is reduced chaos damage, but and you can be immune to poison, I guess. I don't know. These ones are all kind of like whichever one you don't have a flask for, you could check. But I like to just go for the general one. So
These worlds are becoming...
that's just my rundown on those. It's kind of like you can switch them out in between. So if you know you're going into like a map that's all poison damage, you can switch it to the one that does poison reduction. Or if you know you're going to take a lot of damage over time, you could switch it right before you go in. So it's really, you don't have to choose just one, but I usually default to the mapping standards, which is like Lunaris and the movement speed ones. Okay, so we have marshes, beach, residence. We have to complete a labyrinth trial in whichever one we do. Wharf is pretty good, but that doesn't have that much item quantity on it. 52. Unidentified is probably the most. We haven't done. Have we done marshes yet? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We could get marshes dropped though. So we got marshes or residence or wharf. Marshes. We have done marshes. Residence. Residence is this one. That's actually a good one to get. Maybe we do residence. Even though it's probably not as much drop as the beach one. Oh, this one also has breaches in it. This is Labyrinth Trial. Play the monsters and essences. Complete the map. They're all don't die too. I guess I'll do this one.
I've found signs of a strange presence in the area.
You got to Act 9 last night, stayed up entirely too late. Nice. Good, good. Have you played the game since they updated to 10x? Can't remember. Yeah, you started playing after they made that update. So you pretty much know what to do then. I would rush through it so you can get to the good stuff. Because you've already played the X, you know, you're not getting anything new out of it. I'm being a little cautious right now, but I'm gonna clear the floor first and then we'll come back. Which one is this? Reflect elemental damage? Oh, maybe I should have looked at that first. My totems are gonna kill themselves. It's like a little annoying, I guess. Monsters poison on hit, nemesis mods. Oh, nemesis mods. So we can chance leather belts in here. Tribunal, nice. I don't think I have that map yet. So we're just gonna have to keep spamming spamming totems because they're gonna reflect and kill themselves. You have a difficult time leaving a zone unexplored? Oh yeah? Oh man, this game's expansive for you then. There's so many spaces to go to. I mean, the leveling at in the story mode, the layouts aren't great either. There's like a lot of zones where you like really don't want to just go to every single place, because you'll be like backtracking a ton. This map's not even a great layout. Yeah, my totems are killing themselves. Darn it! Totems are too powerful for them, for their own good. Especially the lab. Wait, you have fully explored the whole lab? Damn. You should get like an extra medal for that. So wait, you go to all the side areas too? Yes? Oh my god, dude. Wow, no wonder why it takes you so long to level up. I have to open the breaches is what I have to do, right? I don't know how many breaches there are in here. Man, breach enemies are going to be really tough with reflex on. Should have thought twice about this map. Let's just clear these areas first. Or do the bridge. I don't know if I should even use my flats then, because it's gonna bump my damage up so much. This is why you have to give serious thought to starting a league. Yeah. Did you do that at all ARPGs? You did that in Marvel Heroes too? Stop your latency. Stop it. Oh god, he's there. The Breach Lord. No! Oh, I wish I noticed he was there earlier. Man, they could have killed the Breach Lord. That's the first time I've seen a Breach Lord in this league. Man, that gets me pretty excited. I'm gonna go kill the Breach Lord. I'm never gonna get 100 though. Probably have to buy them. I feel like I have done that Breach Lord before, I want to say. Okay, we're going up, right? Something about seeing a piece of unexplored map gives you anxiety. Yeah, in Marvel Heroes you eventually got over it. Which, how many times you had to run the story? Yeah. There was a lot more repetitiveness in Marvel Heroes, I think, than this. They didn't really have the extensive endgame. Plus you would level a lot faster in Marvel Heroes. It's all the XP bonuses and stuff you could get. Yeah, we have another breach. Another fire one. Man, I'm out of... I got wrecked. How did I get wrecked? It's a little rough. Reflect is a little rough for this. Oh, here's the arena. We completed it though. Did we get a chance yet? Yes, we did. No. Alright. Alright, that looks like it. This is a horrible map for all the breaches? Yeah. Probably. It's good if you like don't want to be swarmed, I guess, because you could just run into another room, but... You miss Marvel Heroes? Yeah. RIP. RIP Marvel Heroes. How am I gonna kill the boss with Reflect on? Well, I guess that's how you do it. Just keep summoning lots of toads.
I think we're on the brink of a breakthrough.
Oh yeah. Well, I only saw one leather belt in there, so you don't have Reflect anymore. But we have Enfeeble now. Should I keep looking at these? I don't know. I don't need to spam totems anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. Running around on Kitty Pride phasing through everything was super fun, yeah. You can make, so what you should do is try to create your own builds in this game to be as close to Marvel Hero as you can, you know? So you just find a skill and power that fits, you know, so Kitty Pride would probably be a... What would Kitty Pride be in this game? I guess if you're doing the phasing, she could be a ranger, but her attacks are like more hand to hand. Could do face breakers. It would be a challenge for sure. Like Wolverine would be an easy one, right? He would just be probably like Slayer Claws build or something. 2 games are too different for that? Nah. I mean, they are different, but that's why it would be like a, you know. Thing is the builds are so flexible in this game that you could come up with something that would be decently close. So Deadpool would probably be like if you're doing the Katana Deadpool, then it would be like probably like a Lacerate build. You could do that with Surfer, the skill that leaves a path behind you. Got nerfs this league though, is super OP. Surfer. You mean in Marvel Heroes? You could. Yeah, I know about the Surfer in Marvel Heroes. That was my first build actually.
What can I do for
When
you?
they made the big changes, I was so disappointed because I couldn't. It basically broke Silver Surfer. I couldn't play him anymore. Broke the whole movement build. It's probably harder to do movement builds in this game, but I mean, there's shield charge. People have done like the auto bomber shield charge type things before.
Another day in damnation.
Discharge. Those 2 resist on it. Guess I'll keep all this random stuff. Oh, this is a level 20 or 20%. Does this sell? Light and Truth. Maybe a Chaos. Man, I got 15 Joth Splitters, which is pretty good. They're like a half a Chaos each. There's a Chaos, by the way. So save these maps.
What can I do for you, exile?
Guess I'll take my glass blower here. So in PoE you could replicate his build pretty easily. Let me see if I can find the one that you're thinking. Just look at the first jip. The VMS rocket. Kill by walking. It's Val Molten Shell. Almost permanent phase run. Nice. What's his gems? He's just using Molten Shell, Incinerate, Cast while channeling, and a whole bunch of cast when damage taken, Blade Vortex and stuff. That's interesting. Phase Run, Anger. Yeah, there's also the boots that leave off like the fire damage, but people usually don't use those for leveling really, because they don't really scale enough for like end game damage. Just run through everything, leave awake. Yeah, just look up auto bomber discharge builds if you want to. Those are the ones that are usually more like end game viable. That one seems like okay though. It's just tough when you want to do like direct damage to something. So people have done like a shield charge, discharge, or they do like a spark, Val spark type of thing, or they do what's the other one? Not shield charge, but Cyclone. Cyclone is the very popular one. Because it gives you an attack that you can control. We got a courtyard here to do. So, because you like stay spinning around, and then it, you know, blows up everything while you're doing that. So you can still move, basically, is the idea. Go back. Okay. We can do that. So that's what's cool. That's what's cool about. That's what I love about Path of Exile is never will people not come up with more creative builds. Like it just will just keep going and going. There'll like always be something that they'll figure out. Man, temp change is the worst. Gotta give me temp chains. Just sea witches. I wish this was a breach actually. Guess I could just do the arena now. Is this the... Ow. Came at me hard. Couple now. Way overkill. Pretty happy with Arc. Nice. Yeah, they buffed it a league ago, so they increased the number of times it chains. Because Arc used to be a good single target, but it was bad for map clear because You couldn't have as many totems before as well if you were doing it that way, and if you were self-casting it, it didn't hit enough enemies, so you'd have to spam it a lot more. But now it changed like a ton, so like one totem pretty much clears a room. So it's much smoother. Plus, it still has good single target damage. So, but if you really wanted to go heavy on the single target, you could switch out lightning tendrils into your totem. You would use all the same links and give you a little higher damage output. You wouldn't want to use lightning tendrils for map clear though, because it's like really small AoE.
Pretty little rocks. Just for me.
I'll be ready for Delve, yeah. We are ready for the Delve. Kinda weak. That's 3 voices. 3 times essences. Alright, Sigma's always good. Maps. That gave us the tier 8. I have done Tribunal already. That's about Pyramid. This one's Temple. Oh, we just picked up Temple actually. This one has the Solaris in it. So we could do that actually. Gives us reduced elemental damage taken if you haven't been hit. So it does struggle with those enemies that are linked together. Yeah, the don't die ones. Yeah, you just have to be you have to think of it like a Barichi mission and place your totems like strategically so it hits the thing first. So, and getting a totem inside mobs can be a pain, yeah. Well, if you have phasing, you can do it. So, you think Kitty would be Flicker Strike? Yeah. Kitty could be Flicker Strike. I think that would be more like Nightcrawler, though, right? Does Kitty, like, phase? I guess she phases to attack as well. But, like, with Nightcrawler, it's like, his attack is teleporting. You know? I mean, I guess he can just fight, but he's much stronger teleporting and then punching you in the face. Alright, so I did make it to depth level 100, by the way. This is depth level 100 right here. So we have to make a decision. We could go this way, or we could go this way. They both potentially will go deeper. I think we'll go this way. Because I need to farm some more Azurite. Most of Nightcrawler's teleport skills were like teleporting in the air and dive bombing. Yeah. I mean that's like literally Flicker Strike. It's pretty much that. It just pops all around. There's probably going to be some overlap. Kitty Pride would probably be like a Scion build. Nightcrawler would probably be I'm not sure actually. Shadow maybe? Oh, that's a lot of Azurite. I guess they could both also be Rangers. Like Dex speed. Nightcrawler might have more strength. Most of Nightcrawler's teleport skills. Yeah. I did read that already. I lost track of where I was in the chat. I don't think we want to look at this. Superior. Alright, oh, that gives me a nice little loop here. Guess we're going this way. This is monster level 70. Which is actually a little tough. I think this is when the delving starts to actually, the enemies start to be a little tougher. Because they have like I'll show you guys on the map, but as you delve to new areas, enemies get like different resistances and stuff, so it's almost like mapping. But you just don't get to choose the mods. Storm would be really easy to recreate. She would just be an elementalist, right? Be an elementalist witch. That one's pretty easy, right? You could even do like... You could do like a cold... You could do like all sorts of... do like a vortex, I guess. Elemental vortex. This is like a very long section here. Just gonna get as much sulfide as I can, I think. Or Azurite, I mean. So like if you look here, like as you mouse around these areas, it shows you different, shows you like what the areas have. Like this area that we're in right now is Monster's Poison on hit. Some other stuff. Free dynamite. Did my totem actually die? Wow, they're killing my totem. Can't pick up this Azurite. Alright, I guess guess we're going this way. My resistances are actually absolutely terrible. They're -12. I don't even have the full light radius. Wait, how did I get stuck? I guess there's a lot of damage over time. Taking the damage over time one might be okay. I don't know how to test it. I don't think I can change it right now. Because you can't really evade damage over time, right? If we could keep going laterally, we could start to creep down into here. I mean, if we went straight down this way, we'd also get there from this side, but... I gotta get my resistances up. Before we can really do this section well. My radius is not even good enough to like pick up the stuff at the edge. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. There we go. Bunch of armor. None of that's really anything. Three short. Do I have like I think I have one more challenge left, right? Upgrade the following dynamite capacity. Oh man, the last dynamite upgrade is expensive. We haven't even gotten that expensive on flares yet. Alright, I guess we just save up then.
What can I do for you, Exile?
Another day in damnation.
Okay. So stuff goes in here. Area damage, axes. Quality. There's a delve item. Well, I guess I can put that in here for now. Collecting currency. Chalice of Horrors is worth nothing. Oh. Tier 9. Are we ready for tier 9? Do I pick up a regal yet? I guess I could buy one, but... But yeah, right. I guess let's just look at this. Ellie weakness? Let's not do that. Poison head. Okay. That's fine.
Food for the machine.
So, I read in their patch notes that the next patch is going to give higher sulfate drops at higher levels. Like the amounts of each one will be higher generally. I think that only applies to people that have theirs pretty upgraded. But I think quantity of maps will also increase it, they said. That's pretty good. And they also reduced the quarry spawns. So I think Ziggidy's trick to farming sulfite without actually doing anything is basically getting nerfed a little bit. They want people to actually do the high level maps to get sulfite, not just go to a low level area and run around. I mean, that makes perfect sense, but Path of Exile is pretty good at making sure the game's not too easy. I want people to get bored. The game is pretty easy. It's just grindy. I don't know if I'd say the game is pretty easy. Talk to me after you've beaten Shaper. Because that battle is not... The Guardians are not easy. It doesn't matter what gear you have. There's just tough battles. I mean, it does matter what gear you have, but... it's just Wormsville. Difficulty doesn't really start to ramp up until late red maps, Guardians and Shaper. You don't have to do all that, yeah. Well, you don't have to do anything in the game. But, I mean, I'd probably define beating Path of Exile with a character as like beating Shaper as like a base level. And then if you're like really crazy, you could like, you know, beat every boss in the game with that character if you want to be like complete about it. Like that's what Mathel usually does. Usually like experiments with some build and then tries to get it to the point where he can beat Shaper, and then every this is weird graphic thing there. Tries to beat Shaper and then he tries to beat like, I don't know, whatever the flavor of the month boss is. Like it used to be Uber at Zeri, but now it's like the Elders, or you know, during the Breach League it was the Breach Lords. This is there's probably like some Delve bosses. So, but that's the thing, like you can have whatever goal you want. You could try to beat all the bosses, you could just map and try to get as much currency as you want. To be an entrepreneur type. So, you could define beating PoE as reaching level 100, yeah, that's true. You could do that. But getting from 90 to 100 is pretty grindy. It would probably take you the whole rest of the league just to do that.
Another day in damnation.
There's one thing consistent in all these, grinding? Yeah. Well, every ARPG has grinding. Is this even sellable? Not really. It's like a good leveling belt, I remember. 6-link short bow. 7 chaos. We'll go on this one. So that was the gardens. Don't really want to do that one until I get a regal. We could run this one again. Temple. Haven't done temple yet. Area has increased monster variety. Power charge. There's a point blank, that doesn't matter. The totems. Yeah, you're not really playing an ARPG to not grind. There's always a little grind. So, I mean, if you're playing, like, crystal bow, nice. If you're playing Diablo, then you like, you know, do the end game stuff, try to get like those, whatever those special items are at the end of the game. I'm sure Grim Dawn has a grindy section. I haven't played that one yet. Marvel Heroes, it was like, it was different for everybody, I guess. Some people grinded Midtown. You could Gawk farm, I guess. There was like doing those all the side things. There was raids too, I guess. Also, people that want to do that.
Over here, Exile.
So, as long as you have a bunch of options, is really, you know, all you need in a good ARPG. Because not everybody's going to want to do the same thing. So the good thing about Path of Exile also is they also have each league has some sort of unique mechanic. Sometimes it's hit or miss, like whether or not the mechanic itself makes the league feel like worth running. But it also gives you like a little achievements and things, ways to keep track of how you did each league. Which is nice. I guess that was another thing that people did in Marvel Heroes, right? Was just do all the achievements. Or try to do all of them. I did that a little bit. Because when I was done with all the characters, I mean, my thing was mostly just trying to get everybody through Cosmic Trials, but oh, there he is. Get him. Get him. Oh, baby, yes. Yeah. Look at that. That's how you get drops in a breach. Man, that's the second breach loader I saw today. Maybe there's a higher chance that they come out in the higher level maps. That's gotta be it, because seeing no breach lords and then all of a sudden seeing two. Pretty good for me. I mean, that's a currency builder too, right? That's another 7 chaos right there. Just in like breach things. Shards. Fragments. Maybe they up the drop rate because they want people to buy the the fragment tab. Fragment stash tab. You gotta make sure people have enough fragments to justify having the tab. Or that door. This is kind of a windy map. It's already been cleared. These jumping characters. I mean, the chain on these things is just so ridiculous. You just hit, as long as there's one enemy somewhat close to the totem, it just gets all of them. I forget what this boss is. This guy.
do not belong here.
Stop it, Shaper. You don't control me, man. Oh, there's another one. Now that I know how to deal with those. Oh, I'm getting Orbs of Horizons now. Getting like stuff from the Harbinger League. What does those do again? Oh, reforges map to another of the same tier. That's actually pretty good. That was made it way easier to map in the Harbinger League. Which I think that is actually how I got through so much stuff in that league. Can I sell a regular crystal belt? Not really. It's too low level, I think. Just gonna put it in the chaos pile. What about a Shaper boot? 20% chance to avoid ailments. Is that the Shaper mod? 2 to 4 chaos. There's no movement speed on this. I guess I'll just stick it in here. This guy's not worth anything. It's like a leveling axe. Put it there. I got one breach ring. Everything else is currency. Look at that map. Cursed Crypt. Oh, this is tier 10. Wow. Courtyard. We could do again. Should we just go right up to tier 10? It's the last of the yellow maps. I got that completion, right? Do I want to do temple again? It's also Moon Temple. Dunes, Gardens, Tribunal. Which one did we just do? Temple? Just do Temple. More Monster Life? That one's annoying. Takes longer to kill everything. Getting lots of crystal belts now. Stop resummoning them. There's a... Yeah, there's a... Oops, how do I get to that? I guess I'll get to it. Get to it when I get to it. Oh, is this the boss? This is the boss area. Extra life for the boss. Okay. Well, that was done. Okay, so we have to backtrack now. Guess we're gonna loop all the way around, huh? Go through here first. Nothing. This is kind of a crap layout. We have to go through all these little rooms. Burning Rage. We did Burning Rage already. Still haven't found the last one, huh? A little unlucky. And I'm getting some major latency issues tonight. I wonder if it's FX related. Sometimes happens. Is there other drops? I heard like a lot of dings, but might have just been the same one. Sometimes it dings multiple times. I don't know, I picked that up. Nothing.
Another day in damnation.
We got a tier 4, tier 2. Here's a crypt. Nice. 29 complete. Gotta delve again. Delvin. Okay, where are we headed here? This one's 185 to get to. I guess we're doing that. Gotta spend that sulfite. This should make an upgrade where the crawler uses less sulfite to go the same amount of distance. Someone's at 1129 depth. Your offers can fuck off, is his name. Man. Not a very nice name. crazy how it's like a different person getting to the deepest area every time I stream. Unless it's the same guy making multiple characters over and over again. Which should be a little crazy. PoE community, Dan's game. I think there's like a hidden rule with Path of Exile where everyone's just like a dick. But it doesn't actually mean that everyone's a dick. It just means that that's like the way to act, I guess. On Mathil's stream, it ends up being hilarious most of the time. Because somebody will be like, what build are you gonna do next? And he'll be like, fuck off. It's like so over the top. He probably gets the same questions like 7,000 times a day, but still, like, that's not the reaction that I would think that you would normally want to take to someone asking you a question on your stream. Like, I tend to go like overly helpful. So maybe he his attitude has affected the PoE community because he has such a large viewer base. Man, I just can't avoid these like things that slow you down. No matter how much resistance I have. We are at depth 100 though. That was a pretty long crawl. The global message is messed up. You had it say the first to reach depth 896. Then a couple hours later it was 1286. Oh yeah. You don't think that they're actually that deep? Or they might be deeper? They might be deeper. I think it's only reporting the lowest depth of all people logged in at the time. Maybe that's on the patch notes also. We did find a chance, I guess. Okay. Continuing. Iron Fist Season 2 is getting really good. I kind of want to go watch another episode right now, no Kappa. Javs streams aren't as good as Iron Fist on Marvel Heroes anymore? Oh my god, what is the world coming to? Yeah, I haven't started it yet. I'm like halfway through season 2 of The Wire. The Wire's really good, man. All the episodes are amazing. People told me about it for years, and I was just kind of like, I'll watch it later. I probably should have watched it like years ago. It's pretty good. So all the characters are like hilarious. Guess we want to go down, right? How long can I watch a little red arc jump between the same enemies before you get bored? Well, I'm doing it. I'm watching myself do it. I need to see how much stuff we can get. I'm planning on getting rich this league. No, I don't have enough. There we go. You gotta tune in so you get all the tips on, you know, how to get 100 chaos in a day. Easy 100 chaos. On the delve that you've been ignoring? You don't have to delve to make currency. You could just map, but I mean, you haven't finished story mode yet, so it's not gonna be as rewarding until you finish story mode. Start getting into the deeper depths. The beginning level depths, you don't really get much. So during leveling, I don't think it matters that much. I mean, it'll help you level if you need to gain some levels before you do the next part of story mode or something. You know, you could do a couple delves at your similar level to get like that extra XP. But yeah, you don't really need to start delving until you have your character set. If you don't want added chaos. I think that's it. That's it for me right now. I'm like barely off. Are we kidding right now? So close. Alright. Another quiver? Oh yeah, the shark tooth arrow quiver. Man, I've gotten this quiver like 17 times this league already. I think there's something weird like that you end up getting the same uniques a lot in leagues for some reason. Cast damage, bleeding, projectile damage. This added chaos goes for like 2, 3. Oh, it's only 1 now. I guess a lot of people have found it. I've already sold this like for a chaos like several times too. I guess it's a chaos again. I could sell my added chaos, I guess. I might use it in my next build if I go with the Pathfinder. So, but that won't be forever. Forever and ever and ever. So, I haven't really been spending my, the only thing I bought was this thing, right? I haven't even upgraded this yet for like a 6th link or anything. So, I don't know if I really want to. Okay, so we're back to the courtyard. That's dangerous. Elemental weakness. Chain. Hemp chains. Nemesis is good. So, cancel this. The quivers are telling you something, right? They're saying, hey, why don't you make a bow build? You haven't done it in so many leagues. When I make my next bow build, I'm just gonna name him Hawkeye. I'm gonna name him Where's Hawkeye? What happened to Hawkeye? The missing Hawkeye. That one almost seems okay to corrupt, but they're like lower level ones. Ow. I mean, there was one screaming in there. Oh, there's a leather belt. We have another trial here. Bless RNG. Bless RNG on this trial. Was Hawkeye snapped? We don't know. He was, Hawkeye was snapped from, Thanos didn't do the snapping. It was the, producers, you know. The producers of Marvel movies snapped him. I don't know, in all fairness, the last movies have been like, crap, did I accidentally click on that? I'm pretty sure I already did this one, but I guess I'm in here. He's off in Japan training after his family got snapped. They built him up to be his family man. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it also makes sense that he wouldn't be in these movies because his powers, like, don't do anything against, like, Thanos. Like, he would just... I mean, you could make a case that Thanos would just ignore him because he has nothing to do against Thanos. So maybe Thanos would just ignore him and he wouldn't, you know, die or take damage or anything like that. But in real life, if he was really fighting, like in the last Avengers movie, he would just be instantly killed. So, it kind of makes sense for him not to be in the movie, even though they didn't really come up with a reason yet. Eye roll, you're out. I mean, it's true. They're like on some cosmic level shit now. You know, Hawkeye can't deal with cosmic level stuff. He's just not that type of Marvel hero. Oh, I missed one gear. I could also leave this one. Man, that one does so much damage. Anyway, are we sure it wasn't contract related? Did he just not? Like, was Jeremy Renner really like online for all those other movies? I feel like he was always like kind of a minor character. I actually wouldn't mind if they made a Hawkeye movie though. I think he needs one. What the F? You didn't mean to do that? You didn't mean to do what? Eye roll? You did. Don't lie about it. Crap, I went the wrong way. Heavy concentration. I just obviously just ran through those. Some traps are not as important as other traps. And what is the last one? I forget which one it is. The darts, maybe? You copied a huge wall of text. Guess it was so large it didn't transmit? Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't think. We have a nemesis. Yeah. We do have a nemesis mod here, right? Man, if I got a headhunters. Just drop everything. It's like the one item in the game that no matter what build you're doing, you can like straight up use it. Be like, sure, I could add that to the build, why not? What? You might not be joining. I guess I took too long. I guess I need to double check this, I thought I had this set right. think someone once estimated that it would take like 5,000 chances to get a hunt hunters on average or something. Like, who's got the time for that? It's basically a lottery ticket. Alright, I think that's that. He never joined. What is this? He sent me a little video. Of what? Hawkeye hitting Thanos one time? Hawkeye's like slightly annoyed by it. I mean, Thanos is slightly annoyed by it. Nice. That's definitely not Hawkeye beating Thanos, though. That's funny, though. I mean, didn't they also say like Squirrel Girl beat Thanos too? I feel like it's like a running joke. Everyone that shouldn't be able to beat him also beats him. So we got another offering. Squirrel Girl is God tier. Yeah. That's funny. I guess we're back down to, what is this, level 7? Tier 7s. Bazaar, Core Ruins, Dunes, Ramparts, Tribunal. Temple, oh here's the Lunaris one. Solaris, Lunaris, they're both in the 2 temples. Makes sense, I guess. And then this is Infested Valley. It doesn't really matter then. None of the ones that I want to do. Okay. I guess we could do the dunes. Really, we just need a map to drop at this point. Ghosts? Like, a map to drop that's not, like, a dumb tier. We want higher level maps to drop. That's what we need. I love how he actually does fight the totems. He's not a very scary boss. Anyway, if you're gonna make Hawkeye in Path of Exile, obviously it would be a ranger, right? But then would it even matter after that? He's had like every single arrow known to ever exist. guess as long as you didn't do like Raider Cyclone, it would count, right? He's obviously had like freezing arrows. He's had explosive arrows. Lightning arrow. Poisonous arrows.
Still sane, exile.
Okay, let's see what this on a map is.
Darkness looms.
Cage? I don't think I've done cage yet. Lava chamber? I have no idea what that is. Leyline. Shaped desert. Leyline again. I don't think I've done Leyline either. This one has 2 rogue exiles within a time limit. Find the valve fragment. Are they all timed? Just the Leyline ones are timed. Complete the abyss. Open breaches. That one's pretty good. Complete the map. They're all don't die, right? I guess lava chamber. I haven't done that one. I didn't read the mods. Blood. Oh, this is Nemesis as well. Nice. It actually is a lava chamber. I don't know if that's good. Sana's pretty good at dropping maps. It's not a very high tier map. Gotta get a little luckier. And my screen tearing. There we go. That's enough. Alright, I guess we're doing this breach. This is kind of a terrible place to do a breach. It's Zoft again. How am I supposed to find a breach lord in this? Oh my god. Well, I guess we died. That kinda sucked. Ugh. Damn. Stupid fireball. Was trying to move out the way. The rampage close. I was on such a narrow area. Should've just ran. Should've ran the other way. Which one haven't we done? Overgrown Ruin, I think, right? Fine, we just didn't get the zona completion. I mean, this is very dangerous, but there's nothing actually wrong with it. Oh man, I was like 75%. So Jungle Valley we already have. I think this made it worse, actually. I don't even know. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should go back to not using DirectX. Or DirectX 11. I have to restart the game if I do that though. It's weird, the game feels like more sluggish today than it has in the past. I don't know, maybe my computer's just getting old. Explode me. Oh, this is not really like a really extensive game. Like graphics wise.
You there. A moment of your time.
What does he want me to do? Complete the mission. Low life? Oh my god. Am I gonna be such a dick, man? I mean, how am I gonna keep this guy on low life? Oh, I did it. Ah. Seriously? And killed him with a Searing Bond totem. That's like not even linked to anything. Gotta make those guys stronger, I guess. So many drops. Here's the arena.
Good eye.
We're just about full on soul fight. I think that's all the enemies too. Just like Malagara. Tried to come at me hard. Yeah. Map completed.
Another day in damnation.
Whoops, what is this? Surgeon? I think I sold this before. Maybe not. I have essences, scrolls, divination cards. I have a superior mirror arrow. I don't know if that's the one that I ever want though. Or that blink arrow. Back to the one courtyard. Gotta keep running the highest level map, I guess. Or monster life. Chain is a little rough. Chains is not happening. Extra damage is fire. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, where are we headed to? I think I'm doing this. Give us all that cell fights. Or Azurite. Crawler always takes like the dumbest route. $200 something. Should start keeping track of how much I actually get from these. Because we're at depth level 102. 101. I guess we'll do this path first. I'll come back for these twos. I don't really need flares. I guess I can get the one flare. Thought that was like an Azurite thing, but it's just the encounter. So, I mean, we're still mostly smooth through this. Could use a little bit more damage. There's like a lot of room to upgrade. Oh, I also didn't put my second jewel in. All this time, I haven't put my second jewel in. Totally forgot. I'll have to try to remember. I didn't buy any good jewels either. I guess I could buy like a handful of chaos jewels. I don't think I need to buy the 2 exalt jewel. Probably too much. Save the currency for the next build. This is actually 103 though. How much Azure are we getting on this one? 383. A lot more than the other one. This way? This way is kind of a dead end. Go this way too. Could just get these. So, I think, what do they want to buy? The 1 cast boots that I picked up today. Big scooter. first. 325. Not bad. Nothing else really. Okay. What did they say they wanted? Syntrek? That's these, right?
God bless you, exile.
Good luck in the delve, he says.
God bless you, exile.
Whoops. This one. What do I want to do this? This is like a worthless piece of worthless. I need to get that thing again where I can trade 5 in. Block spell, bleeding. Bows. Increase attack speed with bows. Reduce mana cost, that's decent. Oops. Okay, today's money goes in here. So that jewel. Where's my jewel? One of these, right? Do we want crit multi, or increase, and also intelligence, I guess. This is increased lightning damage, and that's it. So the crit multi should probably be better. I will double check. So this raises the damage by like 1,000-ish. This not. Okay. This was like the first one I think I used. Alright, back to Delve. I think I'm ready to upgrade this last thing, right? Yeah! Challenge completed. So I get the canary pet! Now it actually makes sense. I don't know if I like that. This guy right here. I mean, I'm definitely not getting rid of the tiger. Alright, so now we need to upgrade. Oh, I can't upgrade this anymore? Wow, that's like the maximum upgrade. We need to upgrade these things now. We're kind of close to this. Might be able to get it by doing this next one. Just getting like 300 each time. And I'm at... I need like 1,000 more. Or, no, I only need like 100 more, I think. But I need darkness resistance also. 362? Nice. This gold ring. I think that's all we can do right now. I have a little bit more. Most roundabout way. I feel like the crawler is like a failed traveling salesman question. How do I get to all these spots to focus? Arc easy mode. Just stand here gangster like while everything around me dies. $242? That's the low end. I guess this one was only a tier 1. Okay, that's pretty much it. Upgrade our light radius. That's it, really. Duration.
Another day in damnation.
Not really doing much currency runs right now. I don't really need currency though. I still haven't picked up a Regal, have I? I don't remember which maps are which here. This is layout B. Layout B. Layout B. So it doesn't really matter. Oh, right. I already have one. Derpty derp. Do this one first. Back to the courtyard.
Still sane, Exile?
Another Zana. So this is Harbingers, div cards, unique item, Harbingers, Battle Fragment. Burial Chambers, Scriptorum. This one also has Nemesis. We haven't done this one yet. Tropical Island. I think we've done Tropical Island. Rings we've definitely done. Maybe we do this Scriptorum. There's Nemesis as well.
Something on the other side of... By the way, this map is particular.
Don't die again. Oh, well. That was easy. I guess we'll do the rest of the map. Ow. I guess I need more life. These guys are doing a bunch of damage. Like library stacks. So we need to find a chance or there's not a chance of it. Smoke cloud. Not this again. That time I had space to dodge.
Slice away the ugly.
And all these bosses that should be scary are just like not that big of a deal with arc totems. That guy, that's kind of hard. Nothing. There's like one more room. That was it.
I think we're on the brink of a break.
You're just hiding behind that pillar. Have we done arena? I don't think we've done arena yet. Look out, we can definitely go. Oh, a lot of spiders. Guys drop a lot of stuff. But mostly worthless. I think that was it actually. I guess I did that decently efficiently. This is what, chance items? No. 3-step assault. 10% chance to dodge spell hits while phasing. And 100% increased evasion rating during onslaught. That seems like Raider boots. Raider boots. And there's him. Not worth much.
God bless you, exile. What can I do for you, exile?
So yeah, we haven't done arena yet. Let's have this one unique map too. Running low on elks. Man, temp chains twice in a row, that sucks. Chaos resistance, elemental resistance. Okay, that is fine. Take a quick drink here. Another Imperial bow. Getting that drop a lot. I think that's actually the first chaos drop today. Surprisingly. It's one of those weird maps where you have to actually trigger where the enemies come from.
Pretty.
Best. Jules. Oh. Is that Sumner thing? Guess we're going this way? I think I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit. On this map. This is the boss. Nice. Level up to 87. I gotta backtrack a little bit here. We found the boss area. Didn't go this way yet. Deceiver. So many divination cards, I don't think I've seen all of them. maybe passageway this way. Oh. It just looped us back around. So I guess there's not as much backtracking as I thought there might be on this map. It's nice of them to make it more efficient. Oh, it's a 5-lane. Actually, might not really want that. I guess we could regal it and alk it. Try to sell it. Alright, I think that is it. So, we basically have these two jewels to go for, and then this last one, I guess. Right, 87. So this is 87, 88, 89, 90. That's pretty much as far as I would ever take this build, probably.
So there you are.
We got, oh, that's mirrored. This one's actually worthless. We have to scour it. Yeah, so that didn't work out.
Another day in damn.
3 resistances. And life. Not bad. 8 chaos? Really? I don't know if it's actually going to sell for 8 chaos. I don't think anybody's using this anymore. That was popular like a couple of weeks ago. The Deceiver. Mana. Dual wielding maces. Chance to avoid being stunned. Found another chaos. Overrun run. Yeah, looks like all the ones we've already done are dropping. Alright, so we could either do Overgrown Ruin again or Courtyard again. I guess maybe Overgrown Ruin, because we haven't done that in a little bit. Could also just go right back to Delving. Delves on delves on delves. So let's see, we have to do pretty much, we want to get the darkness upgraded. So we could stop going down for a little while. And we could start going across. Spread out a little bit. Plus, I think there's some currency places I didn't go to. Like here. Not that we really need any more currency drops. But might as well get it. I'm like halfway to level 20. Takes forever to get to level 20. Forgotten loot is never good. Is that a wall? Yeah. Our resistance is so low though. Be like way too dangerous. We're at 0 resistance. There's only devours. Okay. There's a lot of jewels. That's it. Go for the currency first. Now it's this one again. I think there's definitely a bunch of encounters I have not seen yet. I do kind of need some dynamite. I should have blown up that wall just to blow up the wall. I think there's an achievement for blowing up a certain number of walls. one cast. What was that? Ah, frozen before I could touch it. Press the Apprentice. You have to wait that long, or I just can't leave in the middle of an encounter. I can't escape. I could live. 294. I want more. I want more. Okay. Let's get there. What's this dude want? Crest Apprentice Pine Buckler 1-1. That's the Chalice of Wars. This guy. Easy money. I got so many jewels on that run. Deer Stalkers. This is the Trapper Boots. Lots of life, nothing else. Sell these at highly discounted rates. This is that resistance, so that doesn't. Alright. Hurt multi, but bleeding. Fire skills, one-handed. Old skills. Shock. Life? Thunderation doesn't matter that much.
God bless you, exile.
I know, is there more delving to be done? I need like 400 more? Or 700 more? Maybe we could start going this way. This way is kind of a dead end. I mean, we pretty much got all the easy ones. go around this way, I guess. These ones are so expensive. The million devourers again. I have a chance. I do, but I don't. This kind of opens up some stuff. I'll just do this one for now, since we can't really do much else. The amount of self-fight we have left. Creepy spiders. $326. I think that was enough, right? Oh my god, I'm so close. Slightly off. Alright. I guess we'll save for next time then.
What can I do for you, exile?
Wow.
What can I do for you, exile?
No rolls on that. And the drops went kind of light today. I guess it was bound to happen. Oh, I haven't done Wasteland yet. Poison on hit, skeleton. Okay. We had so many like ridiculously lucky days, I guess. Still getting currency drops today. Just not as much as the chaos that we'd normally see. chisel. Today's like the day of chisels. You do need elks. Iceberg, that's a craft drop. Whoa. Reliquary key? Wow. That's like a very specific, unique. Wow. Oh my god, these are worth 4 exalts. Jesus. Alright. Well, I guess that made up for unlucky drops today. I can just stop streaming right now. Should have taken a screenshot of that one. I didn't realize it was that valuable. I guess because it's not during the Reliquary League anymore. Or the Legacy League or whatever it was. So they're much more rare of a drop, I guess. And I kind of use it. Like a super expensive thing, though. Probably sell it. Wait, where do I have to go? Oh. Missed this area. Man, that's just absolutely insane. I don't even know what is the Marvel Heroes equivalent of getting a 4 exalted item. It'd be like that time that King sold that item for like 3 pages of Gox or something. It'd be like that. Man, I don't even know how to price this. 4.2 exalts? How do I even say that? It's like 500 chaos or something. How much is that in an exalt? Wow, these keep going up. So an exalt right now is 104 chaos. Right? So 4.2 would be 420 at least, right? Was it 104? Let's just say 105. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Plus another 420-ish. It's like so it's like, I'd say it's at least 450, somewhere in that range. For the 4.2 at least. Oh, this guy's price fixing. We could put it at 4.5 to start. Man, that's ridiculous. How do I even use this? I put it in the map device, maybe? Gotta save this screenshot. $4.5. It's so insane. Well, I'm staying true to my easy 100 chaos a day. That's for sure. That's a easy 400 chaos. All right. These are mostly nothing maps, anyway. Man. I don't even know what to say. How much chaos have I actually made? The other day we made 2 exalts. If I make 4.5 on that, that's 6.5. Let's just say it's an even 100. 6.5, so it's 650. Plus the 2, 650, 750, 850. So like we're nearing 900 chaos in just exalts and chaos, basically. Not including all this other junk, but why do I have these in here? Wow. Wow. That's crazy. I guess I'm doing Overgrown Ruin then. Burning Ground. Reflect. Probably don't want to reflect. Traditional projectiles is a little annoying. But... Crazy times. Oh, this used to be the infamously difficult map. I guess I ran this once already though, right? Stairs. Okay. Now we can go down. There's the multiple projectiles. These guys with multiple projectiles is bad, so. Ow. Guy's a little scary. Trying to explode. Oh. That's multiple projectiles for you. Well, nothing to do with those guys.
Moana,
Aku.
It is time to bring another of our...
Sure. Could do Haku. Oh. I'm like out of class just in time for this mission. Spam my phasing ability. Frozen! Stop freezing me. Ow. Right at the doorway. Yes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Should know better to stand right in front of that. Take too much damage. All right. Not too bad. Staff.
What can I do for you, exile?
I don't have a staff. Okay. 4.4. Hit the delves. We do fill up on our sulfide pretty quickly. I should probably upgrade that. This is like a good place to go. Oh. Why's it gotta be tonight, die? No. Was there not a boss? I thought there was like a mini boss with this one. Let me off the hook. And frozen. Wonder if there's any way to prevent getting frozen in these things. I mean, I guess you could wear the shoes that you never get frozen. $219. I guess we're higher up, but pretty low. We get this currency. It's pretty easy. Counter. I like to buy your added chaos. bit better drops. Still only one chaos. He wants a level 1 gem. Pretty sure it's a level 1 gem. Oops.
God bless you, exile.
What? Why did he leave? I'm like right here. He leaves the party and then he joins the party again. Right. That's a little challenge. Oh, disconnected trying to get to my hideout. Okay. Somewhere else. Yeah, I'll just go to RAF. Lion eyes.
What can I do for you, exile?
Yeah, that guy must have been like a different country or something. He was disconnecting that much, just trying to get to my hideout. Bunch of nice dip cards. Where were we? We were in Delvin, right? Delvin. I think I'm just gonna continue this track, right? Alright, maybe after this one we can finally upgrade. Probably do the darkness resistance first, but I guess I also need the light radius. So. 227. So we could do all of these. They're all pretty close together. Yep. Some forgotten loot. Boom! Somebody wants it. That's what I was waiting for. So we need at least 4 exalts, and 0.4 is worth like 40 chaos. So if he gives us more than 40 chaos with it, I'll be pretty happy. Should really be like 41, but I don't know if I'm gonna hold him to the 1 chaos. Okay. Let's do this. This is a high pressure deal. 4.4 exalted. Is he not gonna come to my hideout? He probably took him a while to get all of his exalts out. Alright. I was like, are you not gonna give me the 4th one? He was only gonna give me 30 chaos at first. That's hilarious. I remember, I said it, I even said it after the thing. I was like, he's gonna have to give me at least 40 chaos at this. Man, now everybody wants it.
God bless you, exile.
Did I sell it for too cheap? I don't think so. I think it was pretty good. If I sold it for 4.2, it would have been way too cheap. So if you get a reliquary key, they're worth 4 exalts and 40 chaos. At least right now. So 10, 20, 30, 49 plus 400. 449 chaos for the day, plus like a bunch of other random stuff. It's pretty good. Pretty sure I can buy any build I want now. Boom. Master plate. Alright, I think that's it for now. We can actually upgrade our darkness resistance. That one's more expensive, so I feel like I'll do that one first. I'm like close to getting this too. I'm always just like a little bit lower. Alright, I guess we're gonna save up again. Gotta keep saving. We should have like the Azurite be like a little bit more, I think. A little bit more drops. A little bit more drops. I think I'm gonna end a little bit early today, guys. Sorry. But I got a bunch of traveling to do this week. I'm flying down to Austin, Texas tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep and etc. But after making 400 plus chaos on the day, I feel like we did our thing. So this is the day. People still want it. It's alright, man. Man, people really want that relic bird keys. For that much, too? I feel like maybe I should have used it. Maybe people are flipping them for gigantic profits. I don't know. We also got 34 Zoth splinters today, which is a little crazy. We pretty much all the breaches we did were the fire breach. Pretty much only. Oh, did I forget about this div card? The opulent. It's not really worth selling. At this point, all the stuff that's worth 1 chaos is not even worth selling anymore. Not when you're rolling in the dough. Alright, so grand total. Put these essences over here. 12 here. Okay. So we're up to 6 exalts and 286 chaos. I burned through a bunch of chaos today too, just map rolling too. So I would say we'd probably had like 300 at one point. Plus the 6. The 6 is worth about 600 and some change. So let's just call it even 900 chaos. What we got right now. And 6 exalts. I don't think I've ever been this rich in any league. Especially not with the first character. Usually at the end of my first character I have like 2 exalts or something. And then I like blow all of it on creating the next hero. So we could easily like 6-link this character, buy a bunch of max gear, buy the 2 exalted jewel for why not, you know? Buy all of that. So, but I don't know if I will. I think I'll probably roll into a new character, but I still have a bunch of maps to try to clear out too. We got some of this, you know, once we find some of these other ones. Like we got the next Solaris one here, and here. We got Lunaris here. This is starting to appear now because I got this overgrown ruin over here. This is the Brine King though, I don't care about that one. I don't care about this one either. So we still haven't found the Arachnic Nest. That would kind of complete this circle in here. And also give us another Shaper Orb. So I could do Coral Ruins again, I guess, to get this other Shaper Orb. Or Solaris, yeah. So we're starting to fill out. We got 32. 32 is like just the beginning. Netflix shows and their hooks? Yeah. What is that? You finished Iron Fist already? I mean, don't tell me what happens, but... Five out of 10. Well, then you're good then. They'll summarize it, mostly, by the time you get to the end. And it's probably set up Daredevil, right? That's their job. Set up Daredevil. Although he's like supposedly no one knows where he is and he's dead, but obviously not. If he has a third season come out. That's like when Marvel tries to dust half the characters and the thing, and we're like, but they all have sequels already online, you know? Let's try to be sneaky with it. No way, I don't believe it. Yeah. He's gonna come back the same way Elektra did. That's how they're gonna do it. He's gonna turn into evil Murdoch. Gonna work for the Hand. Iron Fist is gonna have to snap him out of it. It's in the last credit scene. Anyway, don't believe anything I say. I think I'm gonna head out, but I won't be able to stream the rest of this week. I'll be in Texas. Wish you could comment on that. But you give away Iron Fist spoilers. I pegged it all right. I got them all right. 100% easy. Yeah, so I'm gonna be traveling the rest of the week, so you won't see me on stream, but catch me on my Discord, Twitch, Twitter. I'll put the VODs on YouTube as usual, and hopefully you'll catch me, like, maybe I'll have a weekend stream or sometime early next week. But until then, I'm gonna have to put this on hold a little bit, which I think is fine. We sold our extremely expensive item, so I don't really need to hang out. I'm ending back to Iron Fist, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna head out a little early tonight because I gotta get going for tomorrow. I hate flying. I just like heavily dislike it. And it's not even because of the like actual plane or anything like that. It's just the whole process is annoying. Going through all the security and everything like that. So I don't know if you were here, I also unlocked the canary pet. You notice it's like flying right here. I got my first set of challenges done. So I've never made it to the third set. I made it to the second set before, but I've never made it to the third set. I don't know if I will this league either, but a lot of these things are very grindy things. Like the open chest thing will just happen, right? That's fine, but like some of these other ones, like, you know, reach level 100, that's not happening. Reach level 300 in the Delve, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we made it to 100. So close to open chest, yeah. That only gives me one more though. The next one's not that exciting. It won't really be that exciting until I get to 19. Because then I get to place the totem. And that's not really that exciting anyway. The next more exciting one is 24, it gets this back attachment. But I have wings, so I'm not super excited about the back attachments. I would like to get a different portal though, because I have the same portals all the time. Like this is my portal forever. I mean, I could get one of these ridiculous portals. This one's on sale. This one's kind of fun. It's silly expensive though. I've had these things on sale are still like ridiculous prices. This is $22 for this. Kraken. Nice. Airlight purple. This one kind of fits the Delve theme, I guess. Malachi. Some of these are all old ones. I have the Shaper one. Already owned. Yeah, the rest of these are not that great. It'd be great to get it by for free. You don't like the portals? They're too big. Well, if you think they're too big, then you want like these original ones at the bottom here. These ones are like regular size portals. They're just like different looking. Like the Shaper portal is like pretty much the same size, but it just looks purplish. So, you don't like the really obnoxiously gigantic portals? This one? This one doesn't look... I mean, this one's definitely bigger than the regular portal, but it looks like, it's more decorative. You can do the preview video if you want. It's way too loud. We don't even need the sound, to be honest. Yeah, it is still pretty gigantic. But it doesn't, like, at least it leaves space in between the portals. You know what I mean? Like, if you get, like, this portal, I doubt there's any space in between them. They're, like, right up against each other because it's so gigantic. This one does look very ridiculous, though. Like, look at how gigantic this portal is. And there's like wings on the top of it too. Look, they touch. The portals are so big that they touch. It's very dramatic. Yes, there has to be some space. Yeah, that's that OCD. Yeah, the Shaper portal effect doesn't look that. It doesn't take up that much space. Which is fine. Anyway. That's why I think you don't buy them, you just try to win them, you know, by achievements or whatever, but they're still pretty tough to get. I think they know, you know, they just know. I think the Ultimate Chaos one's pretty nice. Yeah, from the chest. I might be able to, you know what, let's do one mystery box right now. You can get one from mystery box, right? Mystery box has these portals. And then a bunch of random stuff. There's like wings and things. Wings and things. I'm just gonna get decorations. Yeah, maybe. I got a pigeon pet. Bloodguard pigeon pet. I could buy one more. Helmet attachment? So the pigeon pet looks like this. I guess we could go double bird now. Red bird, yellow bird. Not as good as the helmet attachment would be this thing. I guess it's okay, it's just not, it doesn't go with this particular setup. I could wear it on another setup just fine. So, I mean, we gotta have at least the tiger. Got some bad rolls, yeah. At least they're not decorations, yeah. Something that you actually see the majority of your gameplay. That is like heading back to your hideout to look at it and no one else sees it. So, anyway. That's why it's a mystery box. I'm pretty sure that I got higher value than you would normally get if you would have bought those things anyway, but you're really hoping for like massively higher value, not like slightly. So, alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you guys have a great night, week. Good luck, bless your RNG. Hopefully you get a reliquary key to, to drop as well, because that's pretty awesome. And yeah, have a great night, guys.
You